What's going on, everybody? My name is Justice. I'm with my guy.
Yo, it's poppin', It's your boy Tyaire. How y'all doing?
And you're watching, you're listening to the Silky Boys podcast, the Waviest podcast out right now for your sports news and what's going on in the culture. Tyaire, how you feeling this week, bro?
I'm managing, bro. I had a little tough couple of days, but we're gonna get through it, bro.
Yeah, we all got pushed through it.
Exactly, bro. I feel like a lot of times people just be saying I'm okay when you really not. So I'm learning to just say like it was okay. I wasn't good. I wasn't great, but I was managing. So
As long as you push through to the next day.
Yes, you just gotta keep doing that this year, man, for everybody.
Absolutely. But let's get into the sports things, man. Real quick, right off the bat. So we kind of just assumed the Lakers were gonna win 5 games against the Heat. We weren't the only ones to think that. Everybody else did.
The world.
The world at large. But the Heat rallied in Game 5 to push the series to 6 games. But in Game 6, LeBron, AD, no.
It was about time to get it done for that boy Bean. And it should have happened Friday night in the Mamba jerseys, but you know, it happens. Plays happen, players mess up, but we're not going to dwell on that. But yeah, they got it done, and it just felt great. Growing up a Laker fan, it really felt great. Just all this year has been a rough year for everybody, man, after Kobe died. So just seeing them be able to have that mental fortitude throughout the season, just hold on and keep pushing, and how LeBron got them ready even during the break. He like, yo, we working every day, because he was the main one pushing for the season to get back. So it was just lined up for them to win it, man. So it was good to see 10 years later after Bean's last one. So overall, it's happy right now in the NBA. So it was a good story into a crazy season.
Crazy season. We're always going to remember this season. Shout out to the Lakers. Congratulations to them. 17 championships. Now competing with the Celtics, see who can get to 18 first.
Yeah. So for me, LeBron, I love you for life, man. I'm not going to disrespect you. We don't got no more beef no more, man. You got one for Kobe, bro. You got one with the Lakers, bro. You stand forever with me, bro. But you just still not to go, bro. But it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with being 2-3. Being number 2 and number 3, bro.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's
nothing wrong with that, but it's just the way that you carry yourself in certain situations off the court. That's the reason why. Real quick, let's just get into this real quick before something else.
Let's jump in here.
Like, LeBron, you are the most talented basketball player I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
That's my opinion. That's me.
Yeah, that's him.
He's the most talented basketball player I've ever seen in my life. You are regarded as 2, 3 in most basketball conversations of all time. You've been pegged as this chosen one from the time you were 16, 17 years old. Have a tattoo of chosen one tatted on your back. You took on this responsibility, and you more than delivered on that. What you have done in your career has been amazing, astonishing, and just incredible. It's okay to be in your own lane. It is okay to be in your own lane, because at the end of the day, you don't have a statue.
For real.
You're going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And you always talk about, hey, it's bigger than basketball. Your legacy outside of basketball is probably arguably going to be on par with Jordan, maybe even surpass
maybe
it.
better.
So there's just nothing wrong. Bro, we love you. Like, we got nothing but love for you as far as on the basketball court. It's just the little things that you do off the court trying to chase Mike. It's okay to chase Mike. You just do it in your own private. Like, you don't got to do things for the media, the attention.
Because he knows what he's throwing out. He knows there's going to be topics of discussion on TV. You know his fans are going to come out and jump and defend him. And that's what is going to keep this conversation going. Because he honestly knows that. Because honestly, think about it, bro. If y'all say that he's the GOAT, then why do we still have to talk about it? Why does it still have to be an argument? Like, it still has to be, he has to do this, he has to do that, he has to do this. He has to beat the greatest team ever on the greatest comeback ever to do this. He has to go to 4 different teams to do this. He has to play through 17 seasons and get all these stats just to compete with this one man. Doesn't that make y'all really look at the other guy and say, yo, if he has to do all of that for us to call him the GOAT, maybe he's not the GOAT. Maybe this guy's really the GOAT. If we have to qualify all these different check marks, checkpoints just to say he's the GOAT, maybe he's not. It's cool being number 2 or number 3. It's cool.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Is Oscar Robertson not regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time?
He is.
Is Will Chamberlain not regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time?
He is.
Bill Russell.
He is.
Julius Erving.
He is. Shout out Dr. J. Hempstead.
Dominique Wilkins.
He is.
Icons. Icons of the game. They were never the best player though, and that's okay. And they still have legacies that go beyond them. That's all it is.
Bro, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is probably the greatest basketball player ever. But we don't see him crying or putting out his stats or putting out his tape. It just speaks for itself. You're great. It's going to speak for yourself. Like, I don't know why him and his fans are so obsessed with this Mike thing, bro. Like Mike is Mike, bro. He stamped that. He knew in his time that he was going to be the greatest player, so he marked that. He had that initial when he was playing. Worn by the greatest basketball player ever. So, like you said, it's for the fans to decide. It's for the fans to speak. So just do what you do and let us speak for it. Like, you don't have to add your little stuff. You don't have to do your little posts. Oh, I'm waiting for them to change the criteria next. Like, we get it. You see everything. Mike is never going to talk about what the media... Mike doesn't give a fuck about what they said. He was gonna kill regardless.
Like, bro, you said, like, you want your damn respect. Like, we're giving it
Mike was never gonna go onto the NBA final stage and say, I want my respect.
Like, you don't do it. Like, at the end of the day, respect is always earned. And you've earned your respect, but again, it just goes about the way of how you're actually handling in that situation.
Exactly.
You have, again, accomplished more than anything. Probably more, what you've done in your career is more than what anyone, I think, ever could imagine. And for any NBA player to even make it to the league to do the things that half the things that you've been able to do is incredible on its own. It's okay. Like, just live in that.
I don't know what's there with it, bro. It's so much sudden emotional. I don't know, bro.
I don't know. But anyway, moving on from that, we got more news as far as NBA goes. The Clippers, since Doc Rivers was fired, the Clippers have since hired Ty Lue. Clipper Lue is now the head coach. He's on this. He signed for a 5-year deal. How's this going to change the locker room now? Because that elephant in the room has now been addressed.
It's definitely going to improve the Clippers next year, and I'm really excited to see what the Clippers do next year. I'm probably going to have them either in the 2 or 3 seed. It's going to be I think it's going to be a 3-man, 3 to 4 team race at the top. Warriors, Clippers, Lakers next year. I think that's what it really is going to be at the top. So, and that adding him and like keeping him and promoting him is really going to do it because he's a player's coach. And he's going to know how to fix all that. And that, like you said, the elephant in the room, Paul George has not slept with Tyronn Lue's daughter. So we're good here, guys. Like, it's not going to be any weird chemistry issues, not really know how to talk to the coach, not really, you really want to beat this guy's ass, but you can't because you're his coach. So it's not that weird, awkward energy at the team anymore. Like, a lot of analysts are not trying to touch on it, but that's really what it was, honestly, bro. Like, as a man, there's no way you can really coach the kid that cheated on your daughter. Like,
you can't. Every single time you walk in a room, you're gonna be thinking about that. And on top of that, I have to force and make this relationship work because we're in business with each other.
Exactly.
There's money on the line.
And it just looked forced, even when they were talking. It just looked like the forced relationship that wasn't meant to work. And it's sad that Doc had to be on the end of that bad stick, and he had to get to go. But like he said, he gets a new opportunity in the Sixers. But I think the Clippers are going to make it work next year. I think, like they said, they're speaking on ESPN, if they add a really good point guard to that team, somebody who could take that ball handling off of Kawhi and PG, where they really don't have to create their shot every play down, and they can come off some screens and just work into the offense and find their shot within the offense and not really create it, then they're going to be good next year, bro. And just another summer offseason under their belt. Yeah.
They're going to get together, and with that Ty Lue, you said he's a player's coach. He knows how to handle personalities. This is good because earlier this week, it's been reported that there is some turmoil coming out that locker room in the Clippers regarding Kawhi now. So, for those that don't know, Kawhi Leonard lives in San Diego, but he plays for the Los Angeles Clippers. So, if you don't know, San Diego is about what, a 2-hour drive?
Yeah, like a 2-hour drive if you catch no traffic. But we all know, we hear the stories about LA traffic, so it's probably longer.
So just before I begin to read this report, I just want to say that first of all. So it says that the Clippers' newfound star-centric dynamic reportedly irked several of the team's talents, in particular guards Patrick Beverley, Lou Williams, and Montrezl Harrell, who were irritated by the team's handling of Leonard. So basically, they weren't messing with it. They weren't liking the way Kawhi was being treated this past year. So now as Ty Lue, he sees that. He's the assistant coach. He's been with this team for a year. He's going to put it in the boat like that.
I mean, I honestly think I feel like just be real, bro. That's all it really takes. Is just be real. I think I get where Pat Bev and Lou Will and Montrezl Harrell is coming from. Like, get it from their standpoint. You coming in here like you're the king of the NBA now, right? But the team that you beat is the same team that we just played in 6 games. We forced them to 2 games. We got more games off of them with their whole team. You beat them depleted. So they're looking at you like, your ring is really not even like that. And you coming to us like you're some macho championship man, but really like, we were good without you. We could have beat the same team that you beat depleted without you. So all this superstar treatment, nah, we have to work. We have to fight for this. It doesn't go like that. Like, you have to build, you have to fight, you have to really go into them trenches together like the Lakers did. They went through some stuff together. I really think we're not gonna talk like I don't think a lot of people talk about it. I think that plane ride back for the Lakers when they found out Kobe died was probably the most important night for that team. That really put them together and put them on the like together, and they're together for the season. And the Clippers don't have that, so I think they need to get together, have a talk with Tyronn Lue. They need to all clear everything out, say everything they need to say, and then take it into the next season. Because if they have all this lingering stuff in the media, then they're not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. And again, you're going to next season now where the West is again better than it was this past year now. So all eyes are going to be on you into your second year because again, you did make the decision you did help facilitate a trade for Paul George to be on that team in there, and we all thought that the Clippers were going to win a championship this year.
Yeah.
So now you have another 2 years still left on your contract to try to make that happen. But moving on, Daryl Morey, the former GM of the Rockets, has stepped down now. So the Rockets are now without their head coach, without a GM, and they still have Russell Westbrook and James Harden under contract. They're paying Russ, I believe, $41 million next year, and then another $40 million the year after that. And then he has a player option, I believe. I want to get this right. He has a player option in 2022 for $46 million on their books. Where do you go from here?
You go nowhere. You just gotta sit and eat that. Like, at this point, there's nothing else. And honestly, it's sad. But like you said a couple months back on this show, James Harden's probably gonna be the Tracy McGrady. And it's just that type of money that they have on their books is really not much you can do for that. Like, they was already messed up when they gave CP3 that deal. So, like, they've been stuck since. And I don't see anybody they can't get out of this. They have no draft picks. They have no draft capital in the future, and no team is going to be willing to take on those big of a contracts. Maybe the Philly situation, but other than that, it's not really looking bright for the Rockets at this point.
So you just brought that Philly situation. I had my first report when this was first reported. I had this instant thought of possibly now, okay, is there a trade where Embiid ends up on the same team as James Harden? A Westbrook for Embiid deal. So now you have Westbrook going to Philly with Ben Simmons. See if you can try to work that out with Doc, and then see whatever coaching situation develops in Houston with Harden and Embiid if that happens.
I mean, that's the only situation that is really on best for both teams. Like, both teams got to look at it like we're stuck for the long haul. These contracts that we have on our books are not going anywhere, and you're the only team that is not going anywhere either, that has a big contract that can take on these books. So we might as well shake it up and see what happens. Like, hey, put James Harden and Joel Embiid on the same team. Put Ben Simmons and Russell Westbrook on the same team and see what happens. You honestly never know.
You never know. And, like, they're mirror images of each other in the obviously conference. And the NBA, if you're not competing and if you're not tanking, you're in this middle ground of just where do you really go? And that's exactly where Houston is at this point.
Yeah.
They tried to go all in on this small ball. They did, and it just backfired. But
it sucks because it's like we see so many teams that used to be stuck in like that middle area are now coming out and they have a bright future ahead of them. Like teams like the Grizzlies, who used to always seem to be in like that 6 to 7 seed every year, never really got anywhere, had big contracts on, but now they are out and they have a bright future and they have bright stars. You got the Thunder, who had so many big contracts, now they're out and they have bright stars and draft capital for their future. Like it's moving on. It's just crazy how the script has flipped for all these teams, and now these big superstars of the past that are like aging now, they're stuck in a situation that's like
Yeah, James Harden's not going on about to be 30 plus.
Yeah.
Westbrook, he's just turned 31 this past year. Like.
Yeah, and it's a lot of young boys out there that's ready to kill him. So it's like
Don't take their spot. They're saying, hey, it's my turn. It's my time.
For real.
And real quick, I had to address this. The utter disrespect for Carmelo Anthony, I will not have. So there's this graphic right now talking about the greatest Nugget players in Nuggets franchise history. Melo was nowhere to be on that list. It was 5 players. Jokic was on there for whatever reason. How many conference finals has Jokic been to?
1.
Okay, how many has Melo been to?
2, I think. 08, 09. I think they went back to back.
Yeah, and in that series, especially that 09 series, did he not go up against a prime Kobe Bryant?
Yeah.
Pound for pound, averaging around 26, 27.
At that time, those are my 2 favorite players in the league. That was one of the hardest series for me to watch. Like, if you ask, like, my older brother, like, at that time, Carmelo might have been, like, a little bit of my favorite player at that time. It was a great time, yeah. Carmelo used to be that dude. But back to you, bro.
Why? I don't understand it. This man carried your Nuggets franchise for a decade from the very first day you drafted him with that 3rd pick.
Put y'all back on the map, bro.
Put y'all back on the map. 15 was scored buckets from everywhere. Catches lobs, mid-range, dirty work in the post, getting to the bucket, scoring everything. The disrespect, I will not have it, bro. I will not have it. Over the past year and a half, I'm about one of the greatest scorers of all time.
Yeah, and the Nuggets, y'all gonna have to go ahead and change Jokic's number. Like, that's...
15 should be retired for Anthony. Anthony should be on the back of that jersey, not Jokic.
Yeah, bro. Like that don't even. That's not how we not about to rock like that.
Okay, you got 51, but you can't have 15.
Yeah, bro. You're gonna have to change that 16. You better get something that look like 15. Like, don't even say low clock. Don't even say what.
No, don't do that.
Like no, bro.
But let's get into the NFL news. It's been a rough week. Been a rough week as far as NFL. Like, people have lost their jobs, people got injured, people have been released, and they're about to get a Super Bowl ring.
Like
Le'Veon Bell.
Like, look what you just said, bro. In 1 week, bro, it was injuries, people lost their jobs, and then a super team got even stronger.
Was developed in like 48 hours. A super team was developed. Le'Veon Bell was released earlier this week by the Jets Tuesday after they failed to make a trade. If we were going to trade him, why sign him? And even if y'all couldn't come up with a trade, why release him? Because he still has guaranteed money on the books. We paid him about $20+ million to play about 17 games, and in those games he has failed. He never rushed for more than 100 yards, has less than 300 total yards. We might as well have just kept him. Players aren't the issue. Coaching is the issue. The culture is the issue. The environment is the issue. CJ Mosley has played, 2 games for us?
Okay.
2 games for us. He's on the couch right now.
Collecting the
bag. And he's thinking to himself right now, oh, I want to come back next year and play football with this team? After everything that's been going on?
After they traded their best 2 players away to keep an offensive guru who can't produce a first down, who has been blown out 6 times this season, more than 20 points, who hasn't scored more than 20 points more than twice this season, more than twice in his whole tenure as a Jets coach. This is who we're risking it all for. Okay.
This is gonna be our guy. This is the guy that you believe in. Okay.
Yeah, I'm currently accepting all invitations to any other fan bases. If y'all want to recruit me, I'll definitely come. I'm a loyal fan, as y'all can see. Only a loyal type of guy can deal with this. So if y'all want me, holler at me, bro, because I can't do this much longer, bro.
It's bad news. It's been a bad news week.
Wow. That's crazy, man. Go Jets, man.
And then we have Dak. Get well, Dak. Honestly,
yeah, praise up for Dak, man.
That was nasty.
And I just hope, I hope and I hope and I hope and I pray, but I just have a bad feeling, and I just hope the nastiness of the NFL doesn't kick in with this situation. I really hope that the No Fucks League doesn't kick in this situation. I hope that Jerry Jones shows a heart. Like, I hope that he does that, because if he doesn't, it will speak volumes to me, and and I might not watch the NFL just based off of this situation right here, because if a guy like Tony Romo got the deals that he got with the production he did with the Cowboys, and if the Cowboys just throw Dak away or just don't treat him right after this deal, because he's on a contract year right now, so they very well can just at the end of the season wipe their hands with him and move on to whatever they want to do. And that's what the NFL is, and I just hope it doesn't come to that. So I just pray that Jerry does the right thing, because right now it's not looking too good, bro.
Getting Dak, horrible injury.
Yeah.
Get well soon. At the end of the day, everyone's rooting for him, and it's a situation that, like, again, no one wants to see, especially when he's actually balling out. Like, even like football, like personal feelings aside from the guy, like from a football player standpoint, like what he's actually doing on the field is incredible. Like what he's doing right now, he's having a great season. He's having a career season, and he's doing it at the right time when he needs to.
Yeah, and he's been through a lot off the field too, so it's just praise all around for him. Man.
Right, to be able to do that with the midst of already everything else that was going on in the world, you know.
Yeah.
But again, shout out to Dak. He's in good spirits, you know, and he's gonna come back. Ford's gonna come back a better player.
Yeah, he's gonna be back, even if it's not on the Cowboys. He's coming back. Bro.
He's coming back, and he's gonna have a good career. All right, let's take a break, man.
Yep.
All right, and we're back. Gotta bring up something real quick. This is hilarious in the news, man. King of Toxic right now, Offset.
The King. I miss my granny, man.
How do you sign divorce papers 1 week and literally the following week get back together again? Like, that's wild.
I know him get my back. Man, Offset's the GOAT, man. Honestly, bro, it's just that toxic energy in the air with these two, bro. Like, they're never really gonna be done with each other, bro. They always have that kid together, and Offset's just that toxic dude, bro. And he knows he's toxic, bro. Like, this fellas, follow this rollout whenever you break up with your girl, bro. If you lose your girl, bro, follow the Offset rollout, bro. I laid it out to y'all, bro. When I came on this podcast and I talked about, I miss my granny, y'all thought I was joking. Y'all thought it was a joke. Y'all thought it wasn't gonna work. No, it works, man. I rolled this out before. You don't know nothing about the sympathy bag. I invented that. Fellas, you saw what he posted a picture talking about the new Offset. That should have showed y'all he was going crazy, right? He was showing her, I'm a new dude. I'm not the same Offset from 2 weeks ago. I've changed.
From 2 weeks ago. From 2 weeks ago. Continue.
I've changed. So he went that, bro. The secondary follow-up post was him on the card, bro. With the shoes off.
Wrapped in red.
Wrapped in red, bro. Next post after that, the iconic I miss my granny post. That post right there, it put into the energy that he was sad. It put into the energy that he was going through things, that he wasn't in the right state of mind when he was hurting Cardi. So she knew that. So then what did he do? He waited, and he's like, no, I'm gonna show her I'm getting my own man. I'm my own man. I'm growing up. You know what the first he posts after that? Vote. Yo, go vote. You gotta show them that you're smart. You gotta show them that you're intelligent. You gotta show them that you're changing. You will vote. Offset never vote before.
Never.
He's a felon.
Never.
Can he even vote? He's telling us to vote because he can't. Genius. Anyway, move on. So fast forward, it's her birthday. What does he do? What does he do? He plays to the fact that he has a kid with her, right? He plays to the fact that he has a kid with her, right? Buys a happy birthday mommy book. Happy birthday mommy billboard for his daughter. From his daughter. He is the GOAT at this, man. You have to use your kids to get that in, bro. You have to use your kids to get that in. So then he does that. And then this is where he reeled it back in and he got her back, bro. He got the Rolls Royce. He got the double R, bro.
Rolls Royce truck.
After that, bro, it was raps. Cardi's back dancing on him. They loving each other. They kissing each other. They back together. Oh, but before that, we had Cardi coming out defending him on Twitter. Like, just because we get a divorce, don't come for him. That's when I knew. I was like, oh, the king got her. He got her. Yeah, bro. Like, we're gonna have to have a discussion real soon about this Toxic King title, bro. Future might be dethroned real soon, bro. Future got his heart broke by Lori Harvey, bro. She out here dancing with Akon nephew and stuff, bro. So like, Future might come with the next album. He might he might reclaim the crown, but Offset he's grabbing it right now.
He's like the young king right now.
He's like the young king in Atlanta. He's like, nah, bro, I'm killing the game right now.
But Future is still Future Vandross stuff.
He's still Future Vandross. He's still Mr. Sensational. He's still the Toxic King, bro.
So we just waiting right now for the music. We just waiting right now, man. All the time. I don't know. Like, speaking of like toxic things, like probably for like the past like 2-3 months, I feel like what has been going on in the world, because I feel like this topic of toxicity has come up so often in just so many different places and outlets, and it's actually kind of wild. Like, what is going on, like, realistically, like, right now in terms of like, I'm mostly speaking from like the music, especially like when I've heard like Drake get off. Yeah, especially after did you hear this new song, Young Blue, bro?
Oh no, I didn't hear it yet. Do we have to take a break in the middle of this so I can hear it?
We're gonna take a break. Let's go take a break. So that was Your Mind Still by Young Blue featuring Drake. If you haven't heard the song, first of all, go listen to it.
Yeah, go listen to
that, bro. So what's your first reaction to that?
So like you said, this recent shift in toxicity, bro. Listen to this song, bro. Drake is the reason why that rap is the way it is today, and specifically when I mean that, Drake is the reason why female rap is the way it is today. Drake is the reason why I say the females are harder than the males, and I feel like Drake created that, and I think it started with him and Nicki's relationship, and that's a relationship we need to pay attention to in this timeline of female rap. Because at that time, they were coming off the biggest run in rap history, right? From Lil Wayne, their boss, right? Drake could have very well fed off that run and be the same type of street dude, but he was like, nah, I'm going to be the emotional dude. I'm going to pop off on the emotional tip, and I'm going to let the girl in my crew be the hard one. Spit all the hard stuff. So this emotional stuff Drake implemented into the game for the rappers, for the male rappers, is the reason why all the female rappers seem so much harder right now. That's the reason why. And listening to that song right now, that's the culmination of this, bro.
It makes sense.
It makes perfect
sense. It makes sense, right? It makes sense because for so long, like, yeah, rap obviously is such a male-dominated industry, right, in music. And always, like, guys obviously, braggadocious, talking they talk, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're right. Since Drake popped in, took this emotional side over, started implemented this more melodic side of rap.
More side of, whoa, we're not just gonna disrespect the strippers, we're gonna save them.
We're gonna save them. We're gonna like, yo, like, nah, I wanna get you out this place.
You can be a star, bro. You can be a star beyond this club, bro. Look at Bria Miles, bro. Look at all these different Instagram models that Drake has either mentioned in the song, talked to, dated. Miracle Watts. So many different. They have strip club jerseys in the Raptors. They don't even go there. They're stars. They have 10 million followers now. Money out their ass, bro. They don't have to strip again, bro. And it's because of Drake. He was like, nah, we're gonna put the women up, bro. Either if it's toxic or not, he did it, bro. And we got to give his credit for what he did to the male rap game and the female rap game. I don't think there's a rapper that had that type of impact on the female rap game like that, bro. Besides it maybe like Biggie, because he wrote a lot of Lil Kim's early raps. But other than that, nah, bro. Like Drake really did that for them, bro.
Everybody out here just Drake sons.
That's what everybody, bro. Like Drake is the GOAT. Like, bro. I love Jay-Z. Drake is not better. Like now I look at it as, all right, this is Mike and this is LeBron, bro. That's what he claims to now. Drake has turned into LeBron. Like, I'm so great. Y'all gonna have to put me in that conversation. I might not be the old traditional way which y'all want, but y'all gonna have to put me there. I have too many stats. I have too much impact, too much culture changing moments. Like, y'all have to put me there, bro. Like, if Drake is not in your top 5 rappers, bro, you don't know rap, bro. You don't, cause
again he's at a great run,
and it's not over yet.
It's not over yet. He's just transitioning into that adult phase of just building more than now. He's actually trying to figure out like building a legacy, and building a real brand off of it.
It's what he's done. It's bigger than the bubble, bro. It's bigger than the bubble, bro.
Yo, Aubrey just dropped it, tape, bro. Just drop it, bro.
Certified lover boy, bro.
Just drop it, bro. Because off that verse, if that's what he's giving off, just off a verse, off a new young verse.
He has been on every leak, every song, Not Around, Zodiac Signs, bro. What song, bro? This song on 21 Savage, bro. Song on Bryson Tiller, bro. Every track. I know what he's about to give us on this track, on this album, bro.
Like, it's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be something crazy, bro. And I'm like, bro, drop it, bro. We are waiting, dog. Like, we sitting here waiting for this, bro.
We sitting here waiting for it. But real quick, since we're on topic of music, new music just released. Tyaire released an album. Benny released his debut album. We also got a little party pack, nice little 7 project. Off that, let's get into the Tyaire. 20 songs, about an hour, like 10 runtime. How'd you feel about it?
It's a solid album, bro. It's just Tyaire being a legend, bro. And real quick, my favorite song off that track gotta be that family discussion song, bro. That song is just so dope to me, bro. I just found out that his other son produced the track, bro. So not only is he rapping with his son on the track, bro, but his son produced it. So,
Family Connect, bro.
Yeah, Family Connect, bro. That song, listen to that, bro. And even on the comment section of that track, Jonah Luke said he wanted to produce a video for that song, and which he should, bro. Because that concept of the video is dope, just to have a real connection, just a real conversation, y'all rapping back and forth, you telling your side of the story, you telling mine. It's just really dope to see him have that type of experience with his son. That's like Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey getting a home run back to back after each other, bro. That's what I felt like listening to that song last night, bro. And it's just really dope seeing real black fathers really stand up. Just even T.I., just LeBron everywhere. I like to see that highlighted in the community and the culture, because that's not highlighted a lot, bro. So that song right there was dope to me. But overall, other tracks, I like the 21 Savage song, and then I like the song with Lil Baby. But oh yeah, the other one I really like is that one. I think it's like a Lil Bow Wow flip. I swear it's a Lil Bow Wow flip. But that Hypno song, bro, that's hard, bro.
Hypno is hard, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a Lil Bow Wow flip, but yeah. Because I remember that. Like, that beat, I just don't know where it's from. But I know it's that Lil Bow Wow song, but yeah, that song is hard.
It's that Hypnotized beat.
It's
that Hypno.
But he's using like a Bow Wow flow in there or something.
Yeah, it's something else.
Yeah, it's a flow he's just using there. It might be from that Lil Bow Wow song, because it's a familiar flow in there too. But overall, that song's fire, bro.
Overall, like you said, it was actually, I actually liked it more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
Like, that's the latest trend I've been noticing, like, the past, like, 3, like, major projects that have been released. I've enjoyed them more than I thought I would. And it's the same case with this one. I really like the features on this one, too. And like you said, like, just that song, Family Connect, is probably, like, my favorite one right now. Just that whole dynamic and really just hearing it, like you said, like, a father and son just spinning to each other both sides. And particularly from, like, his son's perspective, like, like, trying to be my own person without, like, relying on the legacy of that my dad built.
Yeah.
Because, like, he said it, he's like, he easily could have lived up the legacy at 25, but he didn't want to be that. He wanted to go out and, like, chase something for himself, make something of himself. Yeah. Like, that's what's really dope to me.
Yeah, that's really dope for him to have that side, because there's a lot of rich kids like me, I wouldn't care, bro. Like,
Like most of us would. Like that's most of us would.
Yeah.
But the fact that like he actually realized it and was like, nah, like this is cool and all, but I want something for myself. Like, and to realize that young, because he's only like 18, 19 years old. To realize it that young.
But we speaking from a position of we never really had it like that, so we really don't know what it is to be like that. So we saying, yeah, if he was my dad, if I was my dad, I would be chilling every day, bro. Like I would not be trying to make no rap.
That's true. There's always two sides. There's always two sides to the story. But to hear that aspect from it, it was really enlightening and really dope to hear.
Yeah, I can't wait till they do a mix over there with Bronny and Bron, bro.
I swear to God. I swear to God, if LeBron come out here, bro, and tries, if I hear a LeBron verse, bro, if I hear a LeBron James verse with him and Bronny on the track, the same, bro, if I hear
him back here before.
Bro, if LeBron has a secret rap career we have never.
Did you remember that track he released with KD back?
Oh yeah,
bro.
I forgot about that. But if he has more than that, bro, if
he's best friends with Hov, bro. I know he's recorded something in the track, bro. Him and Hov been cool for years.
Is that the next step after this basketball thing now?
I hope not. I hope not. I'm gonna shut that down. You know. Be the mogul that you are. Go own the Cavs. Go start a college. No, I don't want you to be a rapper. We don't need that.
Shaq was a rapper?
Shaq was a rapper when he was in the league, a young budding superstar. LeBron is going to be 40 years old when he wants to be known. What were you about to give us?
Hope still rapping at 40?
Hope was a rapper when he was 27 years old. Like, LeBron, you will have to establish a career as a great basketball player. We do not want to hear you jump on the track after this, bro.
No, we don't. We don't. Not at all.
Like, there's nothing on the track that LeBron can say. I'm like, yo, that's hard, bro. Like, unless he's
4 for 10.
That's a nasty stat, bro. Like, Bron fans, y'all crazy, bro. Y'all crazy. Y'all is crazy. Like, I could never really sit and do something like that, bro. Like, in my heart of hearts, I can't even, like, really have a straight face and argue some shit. Like 40%, alright. Alright.
Anyway, Benny dropped 2.
Bro, Hit Boy on the motherfucker.
Hit Boy is on a run right now. Hit Boy coming into his Jordan mode right now. Like this past 2 months. So we have
this past year.
Right?
What albums has he been on? He got
So
the Sean album, got the Nas album, got this Benny album. He has some tracks on. Who else dropped this year? Some big rappers dropped. He had a lot of tracks on a lot of the big albums this year, but still, he's been killing everything. From the Sean and Nas album alone, bro. Like, that's all you need. That Nas album alone, bro. But now this Benny album, bro. That song with Ross, bro.
That's a hard song.
That song with Freddie Gibbs, bro.
That's a hard song. Famous, Timeless with Wayne and Sean.
That song with Lil Wayne, bro.
Timeless.
Bro, let me put a memo out to all rappers, bro. This is to every rapper in the world, probably Eminem. I'll leave Eminem out of this. Every other rapper in the world, bro. When Lil Wayne is in his alien bag, bro, do not get in the booth with him. Do not try to record a song with him, cause you don't want to rap with that guy. He's not a human being at all, and he's been doing it since he was 13 years old. He's not a human being.
Like, you heard it, like, you literally, from the jump, from the very beginning, you're like, okay, so this is what's about to happen. So this is where we're going. He reached back into that bag. He reached back into that prime Carter bag.
When he is in that Carter 3 alien bag, don't try.
And, like,
that might be the greatest rapper ever right there.
He's in that conversation.
No, I'm talking the greatest, not the conversation. That man rapping in that bag, that might be the greatest rapper. Like, don't rap with him. Like, he might kill you. Like, I love Jay-Z. Don't do it, bro. I said besides maybe Eminem, that just the wordplay, the stuff that goes through his mind is not normal, bro. Like, and for the kid from Louisiana to have that title is crazy. That's what's crazy about it.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm
not mad at that, but like, I just gotta do more. Like, me myself, like, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Like, Wayne again is that beast, and I love Wayne and all. But it's like there are so many other people that like.
Bro, I'm Rapping, bro.
I just gotta double check. I'm not mad at it. I stand on it. I'm willing to stand on it.
Rapping, bro.
Rapping, yes.
Like if Lil Wayne is in that mode, I'm putting him in front of anybody, bro. Rapping. Like putting words together, putting bar. Yeah, he's an alien. Bro.
The only reason why I say it is just because of Eminem. That's the only reason.
That's why I said besides Eminem.
That's the only reason why I'm like, okay, I don't know, like that's why I say I gotta go back.
Right, those are the only two. Those are only two aliens, bro. That like when they go to a different world, like just don't understand. That's like when they in the Avatar state, bro. Just watch out.
But we're giving all this credit to Wayne though. But let's give some credit to Benny.
We just went on a whole Wayne tangent, bro.
Wayne tangent, but
that's how great that verse was.
It was.
Y'all need to go listen to that verse. But yeah, that Benny album, it's just culmination to the run Griselda as a whole been on, bro. I feel like they have an album coming out every other month or so, bro.
They've had music, they've just been sitting on it.
They really treating us like the dope game, bro. Like they really treat like, yo, flood the block while it's hot, bro. Like
just release everything.
Why?
Westside Gun.
They know how to do it, bro. They really took that street like method and just brought it to the rap game, either with their merch, with everything they're doing, bro. So it's really dope to see them really making the street commercial, like having the street commercial with not losing that luster. That's what I like that they're doing, and I'm glad everybody that's involved with that, bro. Jay-Z, all of them, bro. Like it's really dope what they doing, bringing real rap back, bro.
Like rap back, like Benny, like if you're actually a fan of rap and like the actual art form and wordplay, like Benny is up there right now on the come, and this is gonna be his debut. Like he's been around for a minute, but now this is gonna be his moment to actually shine and actually an opportunity for mass audiences to actually consume his music, to really discover him. Like, yo, this dude is kicking it back to some old school 90s, early 2000s and stuff, but he's taking a modern twist on it. He's still giving us that real stuff. And like still telling stories, like stories.
Yeah, and I have a birdie that he might be on a Drake album.
I'm not mad at it.
That Drake feature, him and Drake on that's what I want to see. I want to see him get that commercial look, bro. So people could really hear what you're on, bro. That's why I rock with Drake for reaching out to people like that, bro. And that's why I rock with Benny, because look at who the rappers he reach out to. He knows who to reach out to the real rappers. Like, even he got tracks with Eminem, Royce da 5'9". Like, he reaches out to real rap. He's not scared of rapping with, like, he rap with Lil Wayne, bro. He's not scared of rapping with real rappers. So even just being on a track, even just allowing them to come on your track knowing that they're going to kill it, that shows that you are a different type of dude, bro. And they going to go far with this, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Griselda, shout out to Benny and that whole collective, what they got going on with BSL.
Shout out Buffalo, bro. Shout out all the upstate, bro.
Yep. And also, real quick, Party dropped a little tape, little 7 songs.
I could finally put Persian Rose into my bedtime playlist. That's all I'm happy about, bro.
Got that. Overall, as a project, it's just seemed like some throwaway, something to give it to the fans. But yeah, overall, it was good. Probably my favorite song up there was like West District. I really like that one. And also the last song on there too.
And it's always good just to hear Nip, bro. For real, rest in peace, Nip.
That Nip feature too.
It's always good to hear Nip, bro. It's just damn, bro. Like that one still be hitting, dude, bro. Sometimes, bro. Rest in peace, Nip. But yeah, it was a good project.
Rest in peace, Nip, man. Anything else you want to speak about, bro?
No, that's pretty much it. We good.
All right, man. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you on the next one, man. Stay safe out there.
Later.